As the dawn of a new week breaks, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome rise early. The Sabbath is over, and their hearts are heavy. Carrying spices, they walk towards Jesus' tomb, planning to anoint his body. Their only question: who will roll away the stone for us? But when they arrive, the stone, very large, has already been rolled away. They step inside, trembling, and see a young man in a white robe sitting on the right side. They are alarmed. "Do not be afraid," he says. "You seek Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He is risen. He is not here." He shows them the empty place where Jesus had lain. Then comes the commission. "Go, tell his disciples and Peter that he is going before you into Galilee." In fear and amazement, the women flee the tomb. The silence of the cross is now broken by the cry of resurrection. Jesus appears first to Mary Magdalene, the one out of whom he had cast 7 demons. She runs to tell the others, who are still mourning and weeping. But when she proclaims he is alive, they do not believe her. Later, Jesus appears in another form to 2 disciples walking in the countryside. They return and tell the rest, but again, they are not believed. The ones who had walked with him still wrestle with doubt, even after the resurrection. Finally, Jesus appears to the 11 as they sat at the table. He rebukes their unbelief, but he doesn't leave them in it. Instead, he entrusts them with the greatest mission the world has ever known. Go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He who believes and is baptized will be saved. Signs will follow: casting out demons, speaking in new tongues, healing the sick. He takes doubters and turns them into world changers. Jesus, having spoken these words, is taken up into heaven. He sits at the right hand of God, enthroned forever as King of Kings. The disciples go out, fearless now, filled with purpose. They preach everywhere, and the Lord works with them, confirming his word with miraculous signs. Amen. The Gospel of Mark closes, not in tragedy, but in triumph. Mark chapter 16 is the turning point of history. What began in sorrow and silence ends with shouts of joy and global mission. The tomb is empty, the King is alive. Death has been defeated, and the same Jesus who walked out of the grave now reigns at the right hand of the Father. The gospel doesn't end at the cross, it begins there. And now, the call is to go, to preach, to heal, to cast out darkness, and to declare, he is not here. He is risen.